blocking the southbound lanes on the other side there. He is blocking everything. Cali Plains, there it is. Thanks, Tobin. Yeah. God, this guy, I'm glad they got out of there. And now we're being blocked by our own here. More horns. As we continue northbound here on the Las Vegas Strip on a Saturday evening. So, I don't know if you guys heard or not, but this week, the mayor here, Shelley Berkeley, her name is, she announced that they have approved a Circa 2 to be developed behind the parking garage for Circa 1 in what is known as Symphony Park down here. And so that was big news. She didn't mention anything about, you know, beautifying the east side of town or anything, but not that we would ever expect to hear that sort of thing. Never expect to hear that sort of thing. Yeah, we're going to really work on improving the east side of town. Trying to be winning encore. Yes. Yes, he is, Cinnamon. Absolutely. Yeah. So, Tobin, I think that was it. Yeah. Opening up Circa 2. As you look in here to City Center. Cosmo and Aria Badara back in there. And then, of course, the Crystal Shops. Dolce & Gabbana. Louis Vuitton, Tom Ford, Fendi. This guy's got a camera on the bike there. Oh, goodness, we've got someone singing over here. Let's get around them. Get away from them. Make sure we don't get... Yeah, look at this. He's got a setup up there. Oh, and it's charging, too. He's got it charging at the same time. That's pretty cool. This intersection here with Harmon. Yeah, so then they wanted to also build a casino there in the historic West Side, which is north of the 95 and west of the 15. And they held a meeting, and the city essentially came up with all these rules and stipulations that they would have to put into place and follow in order for them to build this casino there. So they wanted to call it Harlem Nights, from what I read. Yeah, so they're going to have to try and meet a whole bunch of different rules and regulations and everything else in order for them to be approved for that site. That's going to be interesting to see. I think one of the commissioners that voted on it was actually one of the landowners, which I didn't think was allowed. But, you know, ethics violations in this state, they just kind of go the way of the dodo bird. No one pays attention to them for some reason. So, yeah, the casinos run it all. Breeze Daiquiri Bar. I didn't even know that was there. I've never seen that. Sugar Factory, Rainforest Cafe, Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. That's the one thing about this town. You have all manner of dining options here. There is just everything to choose from. Come in and it's cosmopolitan in that regard. You know, it's your San Fran, it's your New York. All the good dining destinations of the world. Well, certainly the U.S. Maybe not the world. I'm sure Paris would be way up on that list somewhere as well. So the dust is still blowing in. You can see it there in the distance. Oh, goodness. Hurry up and stop. Hurry up and stop. Gordon Ramsay burger there. As we come up to Planet Hollywood on the right there. And then the Cosmo, of course, over here on the left. And Paris, speaking of which, right there on the right. I'm going to go ahead and get around. Whoa, no, I'm not. Okay, now I'm going to get around it. Yeah, so tickets out there. So, guys, please check out my Instagram. I posted a screenshot on Instagram, VegasDon4747. I know some of you don't have Instagram, but I'll tell you that I looked, just out of curiosity, for day 2 or night 2 of EDC out there. And again, they have a live stream out there. It's called Insomniac Productions. So you could probably look up EDC Las Vegas 2025 or whatever and find their live stream if you're interested in it later. But we were watching it last night, and they wanted, so I looked it up today, it was $870 per person to go out there this evening. $870 per person. And that's just general admission. They have other options, like general admission plus, where I guess they give you, like a pack of bubble gum and paper clips or something. And then there's VIP, which includes, I don't know, a ride on a Ferris wheel or something. I don't know. I looked at the website. I was just laughing so hard I had to click off all the nonsense. The VIP stuff was like $1,650. It was wild. $1,600. So it really wasn't that much of a savings over the general admission. And then your drinks. Well, I posted that as well too. And that's on Instagram, and again, that's VegasDon4747. But I will tell you, a 6-pack of Bud Light, they wanted $140 for. 140 for a 6-pack of Bud Light. And I'll spoil one more, because I know my wife Cinnamon was really, really astonished by this one. A 6-pack of Smart Water was or is this weekend out there at EDC, $90. Now, I don't know if those are the Smart Waters that you get like at the airport that are, what, 32 ounces or whatever. It didn't say. Or if they're smaller than that. But you're in a desert and they want to charge you that much for water. Welcome to Las Vegas. It's a really expensive proposition. I mean, those VIP tickets, and then they have the, like the 3-day pass and stuff too on top of that. Oof. For all 3 nights. I know I saw on social media there were a whole bunch of RVs that arrived here yesterday that were just all lined up, ready to go, because it's at the Speedway, so they can park on the infield there. But they also have, because of the stages, they also have these elaborate decorations all over the place. The main stage had an owl last night. Was it last year? They had like a woman, like from the shoulders up, and her eyes lit up different colors and all sorts of different things. So yeah, a lot of the folks out there are definitely on something else. Moulin Rouge, yes, that's right. A teetotaler, yes, absolutely, Cinnamon. Well, even $90. Gosh, $90 for a 6-pack of water. Yikes. They are making some money. But just wild. Where does it end? The pricing. And again, Steven from Not Leaving Las Vegas, he has talked about this at length on his channel, and a lot of it makes sense, because there's a G-Class Benz right there. Looks like it's been lowered. This is Flamingo here, Flamingo Road, major east-west artery here in town. There's the Cromwell. But the casinos, again, if you're new to the channel, they sold the land and the building to like hedge funds and stuff, and then lease back the casino operations from those hedge funds. So now you're not paying just one entity, you're paying 2. You're paying the hedge fund, and then you're paying for the casino operators like MGM and Caesars, etc. So it's one of the reasons that things have gotten so high. And Steven brought up another good point here. I think he posted a video called something about, it is 90. Yes, absolute robbery. Yes, absolutely. He posted another one saying Vegas hates you or something like that. But there was it made a lot of sense, because they're like, they want the whales, right? Oh, we got some four-wheelers over here putting on a little parade, coming down here to the Strip. It's not something you see every day. And then there's the Mirage. And they are putting that thing up fast. And oh, by the way, the A's Stadium, they said they got the drills in the ground this week. So they're starting the Las Vegas A's Stadium now. But that is the guitar-shaped hotel taking shape. And then we got some, looks like a pretty good crowd out here in front of Venetian. I know last night, watching Vegas Unlocked here on YouTube, the crowds out there at Fremont seemed kind of light, in my opinion. I don't know if that's just because of the prices of hotels, because they said 500,000 people are here this weekend because of EDC. So that's a lot of filled up hotel rooms. You can imagine how much those hotel rooms were costing. So I'm guessing a lot of people were like, okay, yeah, the hotels are just ridiculous this weekend, so we're not going to bother going. And all those people are all out at the Speedway north of town. So you have that, and then you also have next weekend, but being, of course, Memorial Day weekend. So I'm sure some of those people might be waiting for the 3-day holiday weekend next weekend to come down to Vegas. But it did seem kind of light in terms of traffic down there, foot traffic down on Fremont Street. It's okay right now. I mean, over here on the Strip, not terribly packed. And you see the crowds on the other side here of Las Vegas Boulevard, walking under the scaffolding there for the Hard Rock. Obi-Wan, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Yeah, so again tonight, 8:30 Pacific, 11:30 Eastern, we'll do a live